Live at TradersPost for October 1st, 2025. It's October 1st. Guys, we made it past OPEX. Bull market seems to be raging. Dollar down, Bitcoin up, NASDAQ up, gold up. What is happening? I'm one of your traders, Tom Hartman, alongside Mike NQ Sniper Christensen, co-founder and CSO of TradersPost. Up to 4 days a week at Price Action Live, we trade in front of you using the advanced trade execution engine known as TradersPost, the epic software that upgrades your trading. And whether you're trading stocks, futures, options, or crypto, TradersPost has got you covered. And today, we're trading prop firm accounts. It's a new day, a new dawn, Mike. The markets did dip. Let's not get it twisted. It did dip pretty significantly last night. If I pull up my chart here, we'll see that yesterday, before the close of the U.S. session, we reached a high of 24,914 and thereabouts, which was a lower high from the session beforehand. And from there is a straight shot down to I'm proud to say, the daily unmitigated VWAP level here at 24,645, which is a level I called out yesterday. And as soon as it hit there, we got a bounce all the way back up to near the weekly VWAP level. So even though people are celebrating a particularly bullish move because of the drop in the dollar, rise in Bitcoin, rise in gold, that sort of thing, and that's bounce in the NASDAQ, technically, we're still in a downtrend since the 29th. Actually, since the 23rd. We're in this pattern here. I know, Mike, you don't look at these types of structures, but we are in an indecision area over here. So we have lower highs and higher lows. So that means that once this resolves, the theory is that we could be breaking out, we'd be consolidating and breaking out to a major upside or breaking down to the downside. So all levels are in play. What's your sentiment for markets today?
I'm looking at this from a fib retracement perspective. So I want to take this from yesterday's close to the overnight low and the retracement that we're seeing right here. This is starting to look on the 2-hour chart like it could be a fib extension. So there's been a pullback to the 0618 at 24,808-ish. Where's that on the, let me pull my indicator up so you guys can see this a little more clearly. This should be somewhere around this line right here, 806. And it's already starting to pull back from that line. So the market sees that as a technical zone. If we close below these two EMAs right here that I have on my chart, the green ones, the 8 and the 55, I think we could see continued downside from here to the point we've already seen a lower high posted and a lower low within this range here from the high. And we've already confirmed that that's resistance there at 25,000 because we hit the all-time high. So I'm a little bearish because this feels like much stronger support for resistance than previous days. Yesterday was tough for me. I couldn't tell if it was support or resistance. And sure enough, it ended up being a consolidation session. And I took more of an L than I would have liked to. So I'm going to turn this into a winning day and really try to focus on scalping at the right points and just dial in from here. But I do expect we're going to see a pretty red candle from here.
Awesome. Want to give a shout out to Adventure Trader. Thank you so much for being here today. I know Peter is in the chat, but who cares? No one really cares about Peter. I think we can all agree.
For context, Peter is his brother. He's allowed to be mean, but we want him to be nicer. Peter's great. I don't know what
he's my twin brother, and so the world didn't need two of me, and it did make two, and that's the problem. That's the world's fault. Ventura, thank you for pointing out the prompt for mistakes to avoid stream yesterday. Yeah, that was fun. We're going to be clipping that out, put it online, make a blog post out of it because it's useful to learn from other people's mistakes if you're going to be jumping into the prompt firm space. If you're seeing any trades, any setups, any great entries, or if you are in a trade, please let us know in the chat. We like to know what you guys are doing as well. We're here to trade with you. Friends don't let friends trade alone. It is a dangerous pastime and should not be done lightheartedly. I don't have any major levels, Mike, to the upside or downside. All the
Okay.
levels that I look at have been cleared for the Nasdaq. There is a minor level here at 24,400 that needs to be cleared towards the downside, but that's not really substantial. And I got no upside level other than all-time high. Bitcoin for me has already reached the level, the target that I had. Around 117 117 for the Bitcoin futures. There is a daily level for that. There are a couple of levels above that it could reach, which would be the daily level of 119.8 and then higher up still at 121.9. So that could still move up, but Bitcoin had other dynamics that was already affecting it. The levered longs, how the market participants were positioned, the amount of selling that was happening in that space is a little bit different. When I take a look at equities, though, it's a weird situation here where I have no targets. So I'm just going to be trading as if we're going to be oscillating around VWAP levels, weekly VWAPs, daily VWAPs, and see what happens there. Just going to be focused tightly on the 15-minute.
Let's do it. We got a couple minutes to the open. I am watching for this gap open as well. It's about 0.4% of a gap open from yesterday, and usually gaps get filled as we tend to see over and over and over again. A couple days ago, there was a gap open that got filled. So that means that we could move up before we head back down again, which would place us somewhere at 858. Now, when I look at 858 on the charts here, that's a little above the weekly VWAP. So it would be an interesting retracement to head to 858 and pull back again. That's a little higher than I would expect given this movement that we see on the chart already. Hey, Jarmo,
yeah, you're right. I would expect a bounce up, so I guess that would be my bias. We're so close to the EVWAP that I would love to take a long side up to, let's say, 24,806.
Got it. All right, well, let's keep, I'm going to keep my lines prepared here. I'm going to just stick with my scalping strategy today. I found out yesterday that I'm just trying to do too much. I had the gold strategy going. I had a trend following short on micros, and then I had the NQ scalping on top of that. It's too much. I got too much going on, so I'm going to stick to one approach here today.
Fair enough.
For those following along, we do use TradersPost to scale multiple Proprum accounts. And we're doing this with line alerts that we have on the charts. Now, these aren't resting orders with the broker or anything like that. Essentially, I'm just dropping these lines where I want price to trigger an alert to TradersPost and then execute an order from there. So my objective right now is to find a good entry and then drop this line. And these lines have alerts connect to them with a JSON message we call a signal. And that signal will include instructions of what I should trade and how much I should trade and whether it should include a take profit and stop loss. My scalping approach usually shoots for 10 points of take and 20 points of loss. And that's part of the negative RR strategy that I've been dialing in.
All right, we had a little bit of a drop at the open, a little bit of a retracement. Let's see the story here.
I'm watching this 15-minute chart.
All right, my long is working.
I didn't know you went long already. Nice.
Yeah. All right, I got filled. That's 400 now. And let's see if I can short from here. This is normally where I would short, but I don't want to touch anything at the moment.
Wow. Yeah, look at that. That's a bullish move right there.
Yeah. Well, it went straight up to the level here at 24,806. Like that's what I was aiming for. I love paying attention to the 15-minute levels. So if you see here on the 1-minute chart, it is responding there. So normally I would short here, but I'm just too nervous.
Aventura asks, for trading on a live account and NQ minis, you'd need around 10K to cover margins. Actually, you need a lot more than that. To trade NQ, if you go and look up like TradeStation's margin requirements page, just do a Google search for this. They have a margin rates section of their site, and you can put in your, they seem to change this all the time. Sorry, not margin rates. So we're looking for, I guess you might need to do futures margin requirements. They had a page that was easily discoverable before, and now it's not easy to find. You may have to poke around on TradeStation's website. Even TradeAvate, I think, has a section as well. And essentially, there is a daily or intraday margin requirement, and then an overnight margin requirement. And I think during the day, if I recall, to even trade one NQ required a couple thousand or more. So you just have to look up the margin requirements for each contract, and it'll explain what is required for each. They change all the time, by the way, as well. The margin requirements do. And the reason for that is because the margin requirements are based on volatility. So as volatility increases, the margin requirements may go up with it the next day. Look at that
bullish move.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that.
Well, you're prepared by not being in the market, which is half the battle. All right,
there's the weekly VWAP. And we're pulling this retracement's going back a little bit further. We're thinking that it could even go further than this before pulling back again. 858 was an area that we thought might happen.
Right.
But I'm seeing that maybe the sellers are stepping in right there at weekly VWAP.
Yeah, there is a nearby level at 24,847 that I sort of want to. If that was cleared, I would use that as an entry.
Got it.
But you're right. I mean, VWAP could be pretty strong, but you can oscillate around VWAP. Like you can get some wicks around VWAP.
For sure.
All right, so I'm going to prepare a short from 24,848 if we get there.
$848.
Yeah, 24,848.
Pretty much a complete gap close. Nice.
Yeah, if we wick into that, that'd be great.
Okay, I think I'm going to try to get ready here for a long scalp. I'm a little nervous with how high ATR is at the moment, because I could easily get whipsawed out. We've got 26 point candles right now with an average of 20, and my stop loss is already at 20. So I don't really want to immediately get whipsawed. I'm gonna give this a few minutes just for this to come down just a little bit.
Oof, I'm seeing other levels all the way up to 24,891. I don't like that. All right, sit on my hands. Not going to do anything yet. I sort of want to go long here. I want to go long now. Yeah, actually, I will do it.
I mean, on the 15 minutes, starting to look like a pretty bullish inversion, but there again, we've been surprised before.
That's right. But I'll try it out. Let's go long and see.
That weekly VWAP just is keeping me out here. I need to see a break of that.
Yeah.
But then we're going to end up immediately closing the gap for the day, and that feels like the potential for a reversal.
That's why I don't like waiting for the break. I like just getting in right away, taking my licks.
Yep.
And at least I'm there. Otherwise, the move is 1/3 of the way done, 50% of the way done. Then I get in, it pulls back, stops me out, then continues going. All right.
It's trying. Aventura's automated strategy took a long. Okay, interesting. Let's take a look at what's happening with gold here. With it hitting all-time new highs, I'm kind of curious if the rally continues here.
I mean, the dollar's breaking down, so that's that's beautiful. I don't know what's happening with the dollar. I don't know what's going on with shutdowns and whatever going on in the States. I haven't really been paying attention to it. It just seems like it happens all the time, and it's a big hubbub, and then they don't shut down, and it's like, I don't know why they make a big deal of it.
To the rescue, and nothing ever bad happens. Yeah,
right. I've never seen them just go, okay, we're shutting down the government.
I mean, it has happened. There have been extended periods of government shutdowns.
Right, but they release enough funds in order to keep it going a bit. Like it doesn't actually upturn the markets. Sure, you could even get downgraded for credit ratings and all that, but stock market still makes all-time highs. So I never really understand what the argument is there.
I just remember there was a government shutdown almost 20 years ago where I had friends in the military and who worked for the government that weren't getting paychecks.
I see.
And it was affecting them in a real way, but it was fairly temporary as well. We were kind of over it within a few weeks. I don't remember the exact details.
I got stopped out here.
You got stopped out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching ATR's coming down a little bit more to an acceptable level for me, but now I can't decide on direction.
Yeah. Wait for this 15-minute candle to be done. I'm still bullish though, so
I would like to be as well, but we got to break that weekly VWAP line. Peter says, this time Trump is saying there will be mass firings if there's a shutdown. That makes this different. That's a fair point. Excuse me. All right.
That's true. Trump is a wild card on this one. You don't know what he'll do.
Oh, that's just it. Yeah. Good luck predicting. This isn't a very strong uptrend so far. It's actually starting to lose steam. Up at its peak, the score was a little bit higher. Now it's starting to come down, which gives me some thought that this may be the reversal point already. What I typically do is start to build my regression trend from the high wick, and if it rejects that, then I know we're going to continue from here. And it looks like it's trying to reject it. We're just not quite there yet. That weekly VWAP is resistant still. 4 minutes left in the 15-minute candle.
I say up we go.
Up we go.
Let's see. All right, let's risk it. I'll take a long here. We'll see.
Buy the pullback. See if it bounces from here.
Yeah. 24,805 invalidates my thinking, but
yeah, 805 would be the session VWAP.
Is dollar still falling? Yes.
It's kind of starting to feel like the consolidation from yesterday. Just can't quite get enough follow through for a trend, which is fine, but we also need a break.
Well, like we were talking about yesterday, like it ended up being that just oscillate around VWAP, which is a great setup if you know it's coming. Like if you don't know it's coming.
Yeah. I got overconfident on a trend and then immediately got whipsawed out in the opposite direction. This little roller coaster around VWAP is tough.
Yeah.
And we only finally caught a real trend at the second half of the session. Aventura says, I got chopped up yesterday. I need some gains. I'm right there with you, my friend. I got chopped up as well. Every single trade I took was the wrong one. And I should have stopped a lot earlier than that. My biggest rule break from yesterday was not sticking with my 2-loss rule. I've done a lot of analysis on my trades after the fact, and it's the over trading that can hurt.
I find what hurts me is having a life. It's my biggest problem.
It's not being able to sit in front of the charts 23 hours a day.
That's right.
Okay, so we're pretty much wicking off of session VWAP right now. I want to let this candle close at 13 or in 13 seconds, which there's a couple more minutes left on the 15-minute. But just looking at the 15-minute chart, you can see it's wicked right here off of weekly VWAP. This starts to feel like the retrace there at 0786 could potentially pull back from here. We kind of filled the gap. It wasn't quite a full fill, so that also makes me think that the bulls could step in and fill the rest of the gap.
Charts are OCD. Charts are OCD. All right, give me that bounce here. Give me that bounce. $30 seconds for the close of the one.
On my scalp buy, 10 and 20. All right, ATR is about 19. I feel pretty good about it right here. I'm going to buy the bounce in just a moment here.
Gotta press the button now. You're gonna miss it.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I love that feeling when I get. I bust it right now.
Get in there. Get in there. Let's go. Come on.
There you are. You're in. All right. Welcome to the club.
Thank you. Thank you. I enjoy. Oh, I'm already out. And it's done. This is what I love about the first 30 minutes of the session is that things are very volatile and they're large enough to where you're going to catch your profit almost instantaneously. So first trade of the day, up 378 on the big accounts, up 184 on the smaller ones. I'd like to get a few more of these. Like I said, what I'm trying to do is scalp several times throughout the session at the best times. From the analysis I just showed Tom before we went live on the stream, my sweet spot is the first 30 minutes of the session. And then I got to take a break after that because there's that window in the middle of the day that tends to hurt me and it's usually very choppy. And then the second half of the session, I do really well. So I'm going to try to take maybe one or two more trades from here. Thanks, Aventura. Hopefully we can start to claw back the progress that I've already made. I've had significantly better performance since September 17th, switching to this new model for 10 points of take and 20 points of stop, and then finding these really good entries. And I have about a 75% win rate with that approach. So as a result, my expectancy is about $80 a trade. I'd like to keep it dialed in right there. The last couple of trading sessions have brought that expectancy down to $30. So I've got some work to do to cover my losses.
All right. Well, I got a sell signal on my 15 minutes, so I have to respect that.
And that looks like a bounce right off a weekly VWAP there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, my sell trigger is already set. I'm ready to go ahead and add to it if we post below VWAP here. Let me get a little bit closer. I'm going to turn off some of this noise so it makes more sense. Right now, you can see that the current 1 minute candle is just bouncing off the session VWAP, and it just turned from red to green. So the slope of the VWAP is positive at the moment, but it looks like it could get rejected. So I'm looking for us to break below this line here.
Right.
Either the bulls come in and save the day and we fill the gap, or we're going below this line. Get that line out of the way. The downtrend from the top candle of the session is starting to improve, but it's not super strong yet.
No, we just bounced off the 15-minute level. So
yep. On the 15-minute chart, I'm also seeing there's an AEMA crossover as well, which starts to look more bullish, but I've seen it reverse off of that before in the past. Come on, where are we going? What are we doing? Sellers or buyers? Make a choice.
Pick a side.
Saw somebody post on Twitter yesterday that traders are addicted to trading, but profitable traders are addicted to waiting. And I was like, yeah, I kind of like that.
That's a great line.
I kind of like this idea of waiting, because that's really what it is more often than not. If you're in a great trade, it's waiting for it to really play out. If you're waiting for a great entry, that's another form of waiting. But either way, you're waiting. That's mostly what we're doing. I believe Jesse Livermore has a quote on that too. He said, "It's not the trading that made me the money; it's the waiting that made me the money." It's sitting on. He said, I think he said it in better words than I just did, though. Maybe somebody in the comments here can help me with the quote. It's a good one, though. He has a really good book on his experience as a trader, and he had massive wins and massive losses. So it's fascinating to see how his career progressed. But I believe it's called Reminiscence of a Stock Operator.
There's a, I always remember the line from...
Okay, I'm taking it here. This is definitely
the short?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's go. Get in, baby. 10 points is all I need.
Oh, did you get it?
Done and done. 736 on the large accounts, 353 on the small.
Look at that sell. Right back to VWAP. Oh, and crossing VWAP and falling even lower. I should have taken that sell.
So that's a rejection. And now on the 15-minute chart, we're starting to straddle those two EMA lines. If we get a close below this, I'm going to get ready for a short again, because now we're bouncing off of the resistance on the 2-hour chart. We won't need a buy button anymore. Let me move that out of the way.
Just catch that fallen knife. I would be careful taking a short here.
Yeah, I'm not quite ready yet. We're about ready to bounce off of the session low, which could be support.
Wow, look at that volume on the 2-hour.
What I'm going to do from here is wait for a little bit of a retrace back to either the AEMA or the other side of the regression trend, and then get ready for another short.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Elbow cough, says Peter.
All right. Wow. Look at that. All right. Bouncing off. That's 5 minutes.
Bummer. Sorry to hear that. Aventura got stopped out on that automated long that he started earlier this session. Okay, so we just bounced off of yesterday's low. And now we're out of the range on the 2-hour chart of this previously being support, which now starts to look like resistance. And now the Fibonacci extension starts to look more and more compelling. So let me actually just draw the extension so you guys can see the levels here. So if I draw it from that high wick, which was basically just above the 0618 line at roughly 840, if we close below these two EMAs right now, that starts to prove out the theory that this could be an extension. And the zone I would expect for taking profits is about 24,506. 24,506 also kind of lines up with the support wicks you're finding on the daily chart.
Right, 24,506. Wow. 506.
506.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Which would also technically be a higher low, and we could move up from there. But we've got opportunity for some downside from here.
Aventura, I would love to know what kind of a strategy you're following. Do you do trend following, mean reversion, or you scalper? What kind of thing do you do?
I hope he catches that. He left in the comments that he'd be right back.
Oof, I almost want to take a short right here. God, I love these counter trend moves.
That's what I'm saying. So if I'm watching this candle right now because we're just now touching the AEMA and VWAP. And we're not, hold on, let me concentrate. I think this might be it.
I'll risk it.
ATR actually came up to 21 as well. I got to be careful on this one. I'm going to place this right here below these two candles. I think it's still good for 10 points. But we got to see if that's the pullback point or if it's going to try to move higher to VWAP.
All right, I already closed out in profit.
You did. Nice.
Yeah. All right, up 997 for the day. Let's see if I can keep it.
Excellent work, Tom.
I almost want to trend short here, but my rule is wait till the 1 minute, the first minute of the 15-minute candle to see where the 15-minute VWAP is. Because when we're so close to it, it can go either way. It really can.
It's true.
But this looks such a beautiful short. Oh,
all right, I'm in for the short. Let's see if I can get the 10 points again.
I'm going to try it again.
Ooh, this one's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I don't need much. But we're not even moving into profit yet.
No.
Yikes.
I may be dead already. Damn, stopped out.
Me too. All right, so that's the one loss for the day. So we have a 66% win rate for the day, 2 winners, 1 loss at 820. That puts me basically at break even for the day. What I'm going to do next is take one more trade that I'm hoping is a good trade, but I'm going to place my stop a lot closer to it. And then if I violate that or if that trade fails, then I'm done for the day.
I should have followed my rule there, Mike.
What's that, Tom?
I was FOMOing into that position there because I'm like, I don't know why I always think this. I think I could look at the chart and go, it looks like it's going to. It looks like it's going to move in that way. It doesn't matter if it looks like it's going to go that way because in 1 second, it could look completely different.
It's true.
And just because I'm right sometimes doesn't mean that I can tell what it's going to do. I just don't know why I keep telling myself that.
What do you do instead?
Don't trade at all. Just don't take the position because it could go either way, and that's not the hit that I want. If I am near the 15-minute VWAP, don't take the trade.
Okay,
there's
so
no
that's
point
your filter, is what you're saying. I don't want to trade around that zone.
That's right.
Yeah.
The 15-minute VWAP has to be in the direction of where I need it to be, and the distance to there needs to be the move that at least the move that I need for it to make. Otherwise, it's ridiculous.
Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these all look good. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get one more good one, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
If that was the bottom candle, and this is an attempt at a bullish reversal now, let's see if we reject this once we hit VWAP, session VWAP.
What I don't like is that we didn't actually touch the 24,846 level above us. So that's where I go, well, we should get there and then turn over for the day. I just don't like these near misses. I just don't count them.
Got it. Still a maybe on this this extension, but let's see where it goes from here.
Yeah, I should have taken the long. All right.
Nice. All right, we just wicked off of the session VWAP.
We got 3 minutes to the close of the 15-minute candle, so it's like right into crazy territory.
And we didn't close the gap either. I see the potential for a bullish move to close the gap and maybe even touch yesterday's high.
What's that price for the gap close again?
Gap close would be at 856.
56, okay. All right, same thing I'm seeing here then, right?
So just like yesterday, here's this choppy activity around VWAP. We just started a new candle above VWAP. I guess I am going back to buys, huh?
Well, now with the 15-minute candle, when it opens up, there will be a 15-minute unmitigated level of 24,773. That's So like at this level, I'm actually willing to short here for that distance, which is I think what I'm going to do in 2 minutes if we don't get down there. And then, anyways, I'm trying to not think about the trend. I'm just trying to think of where are these unmitigated levels.
I just want 10 points. That's all I need here.
That's right.
Yeah. Two good trades, wrong on the third.
One minute, 58 seconds left. Did he say way to go, Tim? Damn, Peter, I can't stand him. See, he's nice to everyone else, but you guys don't see the dark underbelly of Peter.
Oh, sure, whatever.
It's his beady little eyes.
I don't believe it. I'd have to witness it firsthand. Pretty sure you're projecting.
He stole my mother's love.
Oof,
all right,
Tommy.
Look at that. So this is bullish. If it gets to 24,775 and that's where it closes the 15-minute candle in 1 minute, that's actually bullish for me. Those are the moves I like to make. I'm not taking a trade here. I mean, I'm not taking a trade.
I am, but it's my tight stop rule.
Are you long or short?
Short. Although it just bounced off a VWAP there.
Yeah.
It almost wicked off of my take profit though.
Right.
Dang it, man. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so now we're back up 300, 121 on the smaller accounts. I'm back in a winning streak, so I'm going to go ahead and keep attempting to trade. But again, the rule is keep the stops very tight.
Mm-hmm. Okay, bounce back at the 15-minute VWAP. We have 9 seconds left. All right, there's no trade then.
Oh, the bulls are coming in.
Well, I'm glad I waited.
Whoa, what is this?
Wow.
Is there news? What is this?
I don't see any news.
Those two candles there were very interesting.
That's right. 10 a.m.
Okay. 10 a.m. All right. Looks like we're fighting for directionality, though. There's definitely some movement on larger contracts just to flush things out still. But that's starting to look more bullish now.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. That down move there was like, I always want to take the long here. All right, I'll take it. Just take it for the points.
Interesting. Okay, let's move this sell out of the way.
All right, took profit. Good.
All right, I think I'm going to see a close above VWAP here, and then I'll go long.
I just love how you go long right underneath the weekly VWAP, right? Like, I get it. I totally understand it. But
I need 10 points to the weekly VWAP, though.
You're right. You're right.
ATR is still, this is a good spot for me in terms of being able to take these very quick trades. It's actually a little high, to be honest. I try to trade less than 20, and it's at 23 right now. That last candle was 26. So if anything, I still need to wait for volatility to come down a little bit.
I'm not laughing because I don't think the trade is right. I just laugh that I take the trades so much earlier in the indecision, and you wait for the confirmation. And to me, that confirmation, the move is done.
I see what you mean. Yeah,
that's why I laugh.
Not always. More often than not, that's the beginning of the trend, and I can ride what little there is of that trend.
You've taken a payout. I haven't. I'm just laughing because of my own the contradiction in my own thinking.
Gotcha. Peter says, "Let Mike be Mike, Tim."
God, you see what I mean? Oh,
See
what a
what you
horrible
mean.
person! Horrible person. Doesn't that high water mark when you for your trading just get in your head for the day and you go, well, I had this. Now I need to at least get back to that.
Yeah, it gets in my head because it hurts.
So,
It hurts knowing that I could have just closed out for the day. But that's why that's the problem though, is that's what causes me to overtrade. If I hit a high watermark for the day, I want to get back to where I was, and that's not the right way to think about it. The right way to think about it is this a high probability entry? Do I have a very high chance of actually winning this one so that I can just take the next trade? I try to like let go of overall P&L and where it was for the day.
right. Oh man, my rule is
I say try emphatically though.
Yeah, because then the other thing is true. If I'm down for the day, then I go, well, I at least have to get back up to break even.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I'm close to blowing out the account, I go, well, I have to take a trade at some point.
I mean, if I'm close to blowing out the account, then I'm like, well, I better YOLO now. Let's just 10 port into NQ.
Exactly. The only thing that works is if I've hit my max profit for the day. Then I go, okay, great. Fantastic.
All right. That candle got us there. We're really close to the weekly VWAP, which was our previous rejection point. I'm not doing it, Tom. I don't like it. I'd rather wait to see if we reject off a weekly VWAP and take a short from there.
Exactly. Or like me, just immediately take the short. Don't wait for the rejection.
Way too close. With ATR at 22, here's what would happen. I'd get in right here and it would touch the weekly VWAP and go a little further and then stop me out and then get reversed. So
exactly.
I want to at least see a little bit of a tail before I get involved.
Alrighty. Well, technically, I have no real trade to take until 10:15. So, unless there's other trades you want to take, I'm perfectly fine with
calling it from here
today. Yeah.
Well, we're in a little profit. And how'd you close out so far?
I'm up 867. So gave back some. Yeah.
Well done. Why don't we wait just a second here? I want to see if there's some potential of a reversal off a weekly VWAP or a bounce to close the gap.
All right. See, I said, had I taken my short just where there, I would have already taken my profit.
No.
Yeah.
That's too small. That would have been 5 points. You would have just done a 5-point take?
Yeah. I have these huge positions I put on.
Well, okay. Gotcha. So you're doing like 3 or 4 NQ and 5 points a take?
No, 10.
10 NQ?
No, and not 5. 10 NQ. Sorry, 10. I'm an MNQ.
Oh, 10 micro. So 1 NQ then.
1 NQ. Yeah.
Same language.
Yes. Oh, sell signal on the 1 minute. I love that. As soon as I hear myself say that, I go, Tom, shut your mouth. Sell signal on the 1 minute.
Well, it's been helpful sometimes.
Yeah, but taking when I'm already in profit, that line precedes me losing all my profits. Just wait for the sell signal on the 15, Tom. Why are you trying to be a hero here? That would have been a nice short. That would have been a nice short.
Like jokingly now, I'm almost like, dang, I should have gone short when you said gone short. Didn't do it. I would have been in profit already. We're pulling back and touching the 8 EMA. That's usually a good area where I would buy the pullback. Don't want to sell here. How frustrating. That weekly VWAP.
Yeah.
And it just changed the whole narrative here on the 2-hour chart. It's starting to look far more bullish, rejecting the idea that this could be a fib extension.
Well, those tweezer candles at the bottom there on the overnight, it's like when we see those, it generally means we're just going to continue up.
It's a
So
good
I don't
sign of
like
a
this whole.
dispersion for sure.
Yeah.
Anything can happen though.
Oof. Do I want to go long here? No, I don't want to go long here. What am I talking about? Don't be ridiculous, Tom.
It looks like you could go long here. It's 22 points to the weekly VWAP.
If we were at 24,801, that's where, if I was going to risk it, that's what I would take it.
Got it.
But I have this problem here that on the 1 minute, if the candle opens up at the unmitigated level, if it touched it, then it means we can still get down here. We can still get down to 24,776 before we can move back up. So I can't. My rules say I can't take a trade here for the whole 15-minute candle.
There's 641 left in the 15. This is looking like a bounce off of session VWAP.
Yep. Looks bullish to me. Looks bullish to me.
All right, fine. I don't like it.
I know the pain of indecision.
That red candle right there is just screaming sellers are going to take over and push us below VWAP. Nope, there we go. I'm missing it, but I want a little more confirmation. Where's that candle going?
Like I said, my thing says I can't take any trade until this 15-minute candle is done, regardless of what it does.
I'm not following your rules, man. We have different rules. All right, I'm keeping my stop tight. Those are my rules. I've already done one loss for the day, so I got to do this real quick. I'm either wrong or I'm right. Come on. Come on.
Oh, God.
Come on. A little bit more. A little bit more. Where are the buyers? Let's go.
Move up the break even.
That's what I'm about to do. Right below that candle. 17 seconds left on this 1 minute candle. This is where I just sit on my hands, close my eyes.
That's the 3-point shot from across the court. Just
turn around.
Jesus, you're gonna get it.
All right, cool.
Oh, you did it.
572, 266. So we pulled out from that loss. We were at basically break even of the day. A couple more profitable trades. I'm now at a 80% win rate for the day. 4 wins, 1 loss. Where do we go from here?
Oh my God.
Try not to overtrade.
That is NQ Sniper in action, folks. You're seeing how fun trading can be when you're using the awesome power of TradersPost, the software that allows you to scale your growth, your winners and your losers. What are you to bet on yourself? That's what you can do with TradersPost. Make sure you head over to TradersPost.io if you want to get 20% off. Use the coupon code PropScaling20 and you can get 20% off your plan. And if you already have a plan, you get 20% off add-ons. So you can get those add-ons on there and really keep adding prop firm accounts if you want your winnings to be incredible. But it depends on your trading. And if you want to become a better trader like we do, please join us again on Price Action Live tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're here to be trading with you, folks. We're going to enjoy the bull market, bear market, neutral. Come hell or high water, you'll see us win or lose together. Thank you, Adventura Trader, for being in the chat. Peter, I guess it was nice to have you here. And we'll wish you all, as always, happy trading.
Cheers, everyone. This is fun.